You know what's crazy? Last summer, I met this woman at my gym who told me she'd been working out 6 days a week for an entire year. 6 days a week. And she'd barely lost 10 pounds. I remember the frustration in her voice when she said, "I'm doing everything right, but nothing's working." That conversation stuck with me because I realized something most people don't want to hear. The truth is, you can't out-exercise a bad diet. Weight loss isn't one in the gym, it's one in your kitchen. And some of the foods sitting in your pantry right now are sabotaging everything you're trying to achieve. Let me paint you a picture of what I mean. Imagine starting your day with a bowl of cereal and a glass of orange juice. Sounds healthy, right? That's what I thought too. But that innocent-looking breakfast is actually a sugar bomb in disguise. That cereal, even the ones with whole grain stamped on the box, can contain 4 tablespoons of sugar per serving. And that fresh orange juice, when you remove the fiber by juicing the fruit, what's left is pure liquid sugar that spikes your insulin and gets stored as fat within hours. You're basically starting your day by telling your body to store fat, and you don't even realize it. But it gets worse. All day long, we're surrounded by foods that are designed, literally engineered, to make us gain weight. Those potato chips you snack on at your desk. They hit what scientists call the bliss point. That perfect combination of salt, fat, and crunch that makes your brain crave more. One serving is never enough because they're made to be addictive. And that afternoon soda you grab for energy, a single can contains 7 to 10 tablespoons of sugar. 10 tablespoons, you might as well be drinking candy. Even those energy drinks marketed to athletes are nothing but empty calories with zero nutritional value. Just enough caffeine and sugar to wire you up before crashing you down hard. Here's what really shocked me when I started researching this. Some of the foods we think are healthy are actually the worst offenders. Granola, for example. Everyone talks about granola like it's this perfect health food. But most brands pack 4 tablespoons of sugar into every serving. That's more sugar than some chocolate bars. And peanut butter, which we spread on everything thinking we're getting protein, contains 190 calories in just 2 tablespoons, most of it from fat. Spread that on white bread and you've created a perfect recipe for weight gain. The sauce situation is something nobody talks about, but it's huge. Every time you dip your fries in ketchup, drizzle ranch on your salad, or spread mayo on your sandwich, you're adding massive amounts of hidden calories and fat. Just 1 tablespoon of mayonnaise has 10 grams of fat and 100 calories. Think about how much you actually use. Same thing with those coffee creamers everyone loves. Black coffee is amazing for weight loss. It revs up your metabolism and helps break down food. But the second you add those flavored creamers or order a large vanilla latte with whipped cream, you've turned a 0-calorie fat burner into a 400-calorie dessert. And let's talk about the white stuff for a second. White rice, white bread, refined pasta. These foods have been so processed that all the nutrients and fiber are gone. Your body treats them exactly like pure sugar. They spike your blood sugar, trigger insulin, and all that excess energy gets stored right around your belly. The switch is so simple. Brown rice instead of white, whole grain bread instead of white, whole wheat pasta instead of refined, but most people never make it because they don't realize the damage being done. Now, here's the part nobody wants to hear. Alcohol is killing your weight loss goals. Not just because it's high in calories, which it definitely is, but because it literally stops your body from burning fat. When you drink, your liver gets so busy processing the alcohol that everything else, including fat burning, shuts down completely. Plus, alcohol makes you hungry for junk food. There's a reason pizza tastes amazing after a night out. Your inhibitions are down and your body is craving fast energy. Even beer, which people think is harmless, creates that beer belly because of all the carbs that get stored as fat. But here's the good news, and this is what changed everything for me. You don't have to be perfect, you just have to be aware. Once you understand what these foods are doing to your body, you can make better choices. Swap the soda for lemon water. Trade the chips for apple slices. Skip the fries or make your burger at home where you control what goes in it. Choose dark chocolate over milk chocolate. Use olive oil instead of other cooking oils. These aren't huge sacrifices. They're small swaps that add up to massive results. The woman I met at the gym, she finally figured it out. She didn't change her workout routine at all. She had just started paying attention to what she was eating. She cut out the sugary drinks, stopped buying processed snacks, switched to whole grains, and limited her alcohol to weekends only. Within 3 months, she'd lost more weight than she had in the entire previous year. Same workout, different kitchen, completely different results. So here's what I want you to do right now. Think about what you ate today. Really think about it. The cream in your morning coffee, the sandwich at lunch, that bottled smoothie you thought was healthy, the handful of crackers before dinner, that glass of wine with your meal. How many of these weight-gaining foods are you consuming without even thinking about it? Because here's the truth. You can exercise all you want, but if you're still filling your body with sugar-refined carbs, fried foods, and empty calories every single day, you're fighting a battle you cannot win. Your body wants to help you, but you've got to give it the right fuel. Weight loss happens in the kitchen, not the gym. Remember that. and everything changes.